Dan, very nice to meet you. What was your
Israel,
name?
Distressed Life.
Israel, Destressed Life.
Yes.
So you pulled right over and you said you're a sneaker designer.
Yes.
What exactly does that entail?
So I clean, repair, and customize sneakers, cleats, and handbags.
Okay, how long you been doing that?
Like 10 years.
Wow, yeah, that's a long time.
Like 10 years.
That's a long time.
I'm gonna say this October will be a year since I've been in my shop.
Okay.
So I just been real consistent of doing what I'm doing.
Okay. Now you said you've covered some celebrities. What's kind of the coolest sneaker story you got?
All right. So the coolest sneaker story I got is I was sitting on the edge of my bed.
Okay.
Around like 6:30, I had got a DM, and the DM was from Rick Ross.
Okay.
So I'm just sitting there, and I thought it was a fake page, but it was realistic. It was
Okay.
real. So he said, "Hey homie, make your way." So I caught a flight for like $250 on first class. We speed up, got there. I had 13 pair of custom Air Forces for him.
Okay, down to Atlanta.
No, we went to South Florida first.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you that story next.
Okay.
But when we get to South Florida, it was legendary. It was like at home. It was like one of them home-based houses. It's gated on the water.
Nice.
He told the people like the entourage, make sure Distressed Life cool, give him some Bel Air, make him feel home, and tell him to get dressed and put some jewelry on because we going to the club.
That's cool.
So when I got to the club, I met Busta Rhymes, Angela Simmons, Jim Jones, and more people. So once I did that, you know, we was in a club for a long period of time in Miami, and we missed our flights. So we had to fly like commercial or something like that. And when I got to Philadelphia and they got to back to Atlanta,
right?
When I got back to Philly, he gave me another call. Now we tied in, and he said, "Hey, make your way. I got money." And I said, "What you need?" And he told me what he need. So I made my way to Atlanta with another 13 pair of sneakers.
Okay.
So I'm doing this stuff for free at the moment, and then I start getting paid.
Right.
So when I got there, I'm staying in Marietta, Georgia, 60 minutes away from his house.
Okay.
I get there, I'm sitting there waiting for him. He called me, say, "Hey, Distress." I said, "Hey." He said, "Look, I just missed my flight. Come back in the morning time." So I stayed with a friend in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay.
Came back at 8 o'clock in the morning. And he told, when I was sitting there, he got buffaloes and cows. So the buffalo got out and harmed the cow.
Oh no.
It was crazy.
He does have a pretty large property.
Yeah, he got about what is that, 500 acres or something like that?
I don't know.
It's something crazy. It's something crazy. Yeah, and then we just became, legendary. We became good partners, and we still do business to this day.
That's cool. What was the design like? Do you personally design and make the sneakers, or are you just like a sneaker broker? Like
I'm just a broker. Like I'm the designer. I'm the stylist. I'm the one with the mental of knowing what goes in and what's not. Like what's in style and what's not in style. Okay. That's how it go.
Okay. And now, what brought you into that life? Like what pulled you into that?
It was just style. Coming up in Philadelphia, North Philly. As a young child, you gotta stay dressed. I just believe that. And going to school, you gotta stay dressed because you don't want to get talked about. Okay, so what do you have to say? I wear the same pair of sneakers. They're not even sneakers. They're cowboy boots. Okay. I think we should customize them. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. We should customize the cowboy boots. I agree. They're like my signature piece. I've had people, I've been filming all around the city, so they see the camera and then they see the boots and they know that's who I am. So do you like would you like a cowboy hat? Nah, probably not. Because I get you cowboy hat. So the funny story is, I've been riding motorcycles my entire life. So I broke my foot at 18. I snapped it back onto itself in a cowboy boot. Yeah. And being young, right? Yeah. You think you know everything, right? So they put a cast on my foot, and I was like, nah, I gotta ride, dude. So I was like, there's no difference between this cast and a cowboy boot, right? So there's a difference. There's a difference. I cut off the cast with tin snips, right? And then I rode around in normal cowboy boots with a broken ass foot. And I got to the doctor, and he was like, "What? I just put you in a cast 2 weeks ago. What are you wearing? That's deep. But
now the foot, you ever seen the Chinese people, how they shape their feet by breaking them? They make them smaller. Same thing. So now my one left foot is kind of like shaped like a cowboy boot. So it feels weird to wear sneakers.
That's deep. You hear that? That's deep.
Yeah. So what's the craziest, now we've heard a crazy like celebrity sneaker story. Okay. What's a crazy like Philly sneaker story where you were like, that's just a Philly thing, you know?
All right, so it's Philly to Jersey.
Okay.
So I met Fat Boy SSC.
Okay.
He's a rapper, but he was a comedian at the moment, and I rode to Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
I was in a bus down van, like something that was making totally crazy noise. I didn't know the drive was gonna be like 2 or 3.5 hours.
Yeah, long drive.
Long drive. Fell asleep.
While driving?
Yes.
Oh.
It was long. I didn't know it was gonna be that long of a drive. Yeah. So I got down there, met him in like, you know, near where he's from.
Yeah.
Gave him the sneakers, and it was just like on the way back, I had to go to a gas station just to get a nap. Just to get back, because you know, that's 4 hours.
Yeah, it takes some time.
It takes some time. Yeah, it takes some time for that.
Now, all the people are probably wondering, like, I brokered shoes, not me personally, but they're probably sitting at home watching this video like, I brokered shoes before, I've sold shoes. How do I get Rick Ross to hit me up? How did you...
You got to be legendary.
Okay.
You got to have content. You got to believe in yourself. You got to just step on your own neck sometimes. Sometimes you got to take chances. Sometimes you got to get out on the street to stop the cars, to talk.
Amen.
That's called just outspoken and just content.
Yes.
And when you got content, you got people. You got content. Because somebody always wants somebody to act so out the box on the social media.
Right.
Because you know what, they wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm waiting for him to post. Or I'm waiting for her to post.
Right.
And they just wait for that.
So what pulls, like, what is your hook? What is your reel in your content?
So
like,
my content, I have a slogan.
Okay.
So I always say, this the stress life with a Y, not an I. Mr. Get It How You Live. Keep driving. Right?
Okay.
But you know, in life, the order to level up in life, you got to have what?
Determination, money, you're saying?
You gotta have money.
Okay.
So that's my slogan. So when I move around, people say, you gotta have money. You gotta have money for this conversation I'm giving you. That's my slogan. That's how I bring people in.
Okay.
And you have to be aggressive, but still humble and calm with the people at the same time.
Okay.
You know, you gotta, some people mental don't be there, so you just get them there. Sometimes when people come to my shop, I give them a laugh.
Okay.
I bust a joke. I say something. I might say, look, I want $800 for that. But then when they get to the shop, they be like, no, just give me 60.
There you go.
You know, and that's how you book the people in.
Right.
So deals and giving out deals and specials and working it out with the people and just staying motivated and consistent on your drive. And then I always tell people, you can jump in different lanes, but you got to learn how to tame it.
Okay.
So that's another thing, you can do that. That's easy.
Now, what is your dream in like the shoe brokering and
I want to open up at least like 8 clean and repair customized cleaners.
Okay. Like what do they call what they cobblers?
Yes, like
cobblers.
A custom cleaners.
Okay.
Where you could get, if we can't fix it, we could customize it.
That's cool.
If we can't customize it, we could customize it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's changed like crazy, like just like how people collect shoes and
right.
like keep them in the box, almost like
so
comics
shoes
and
is really viral like that. People really like shoes. Some stuff don't come out again, so you got to keep it.
Right.
Some stuff costs a little bit more money. I just picked up a pair of sneakers from a guy. He bought them with the soles off.
Okay.
Because they came out of 07.
Yeah.
They were some Jordans.
Okay.
So what we did is we put the soles back together, we repainted them, and made them to something better than what they was.
Okay.
You know, and that created a smile on his face because he spent his money on that.
And they were sentimental to him.
And they were sentimental to him.
Yeah.
Some sneakers are sentimental, some of them got value to it.
Right.
Hey, I was in a motorcycle with this one. Hey, I was drunk that night.
Okay.
I saved a shoe recently for a handicapped guy that was drunk and he dragged his foot for like 2 blocks and put holes in the shoes. So what I do, I put embroidery roses around it to blocks the hole.
Okay. And I mean, that probably meant a lot to him.
Yeah, it did.
You know,
It did.
So you're very knowledgeable then about Nike, like Jordan, all of them. So the last time I remember buying a pair of shoes, like legitimately, Nike ID was still a thing. You remember that?
Right.
Like you could go on Nike and make your own shoe, put your name on them. I made these purple and red, terrible color combination, purple and red Nike IDs, because I lived in Scranton and you just partied in basements, so I needed something you could wash off all the mud on your shoes. So these leather Nike IDs, like they lasted forever. I still have them. I think they're probably bouncing around somewhere in there.
That's good. So what you think about them? Do you love them?
You know, I've always been like I'm lazy. I'm super lazy, so like even tying your shoelaces, that's a lot.
I don't think you're lazy because you just put this together so fast and so with passion.
Yes.
You know?
It yields a result. So I'm lazy in a way where, like, if I find something to be repetitive that yields no result after the same repetitive notion, almost like you're going insane, right? Doing the same thing and nothing changes, right? That's tying your sneakers or folding clean laundry or, you know, I don't even know. Normal things that people would say, you know, you should do. I'm like, nah, I'm lazy. You know? So, this has a purpose, right? You and me are creating something. And every time I set all this stuff up, never am I creating the same thing. Right? So it comes out with a different result. So
every day.
Yes, even today I felt lazy, and like usually there's like a third what's called a hair light, like an LED to like give us some ring, but kind of am using these tonight, so you may not see it, but I'm still being lazy. Okay. So what is one hurdle that you've had to overcome in
break that down to me?
Like you said, you've done 10 years in the shoe biz, and now like a year or two of having your own shop, right? So like that, I know from having a studio and having like different event venues, it's a huge hurdle going from something like this to an overhead, right?
So what it is I done grew bigger.
Okay.
So I feel like every day I wake up, I feel like I'm the biggest.
There you go.
You know, I just got that mental. Even though we don't got 60 million in the bank, I feel like that every day.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That's my mindset I'm running with.
That's good.
You know, and I feel like that mindset gonna get you somewhere unbelievable.
It's all about how you hold yourself.
And then, you know, I come from the yard. I come from doing sneakers in the yard, out here in the streets. So just to come with a key and open up a door and push a door open and tell people that I'm available for their services, it's just a blessing.
Right.
That's a blessing.
So what is one celebrity you have yet to do their shoes that's like, you want to hit them? You have a design already in mind for them.
I want to... Bobby Smurda.
Smurda.
I like his energy. Shout out to New York. I like Bobby Smurda, his energy.
New York's super close.
I love New York. If you out here, if you out there, I'm coming.
Now, have you ever thought of doing this week in New York is Fashion Week? Have you ever thought about doing Fashion Week in Philly?
I did New York Fashion Week 1 year, years ago. It was amazing. This is about 2016, 17 I did New York Fashion Week. I traveled alone. I was doing clothing at the time.
Okay.
Tie-dye hoodies.
Okay.
Cutting the hoodies into skirts and hoodies.
That's cool.
It was legendary. And I want to see more of that soon. So like, you know, I'm gonna get back to that soon. I got some denim jean jackets that I'm gonna drop soon. I'm just working on it. I think I'm gonna do something with a smile, because I just want people just to keep a smile on their face. Yeah,
like, I mean, even you talking about it, all I'm thinking about is like Philly Fashion Week's coming up. You could probably hit up one of the designers and be like, yo, I can help you out with the whole shoe line for your whole set.
Yeah,
you know
I can do that. And go back to content. When you got this content, it shares with the world. People want to know what's going on. Where are you?
Right.
How can I get you? How can I contact you? I need you in my presence. I need that energy.
Yeah.
See that when you give them that energy, it's not missed. They know what's going on with that energy.
Right.
They say, you know what? I like your energy. I was in a sneaker store earlier, and the older guy, he had to be like 50-something years old. He said, "You the sneaker guy? How you doing? I need you.
There you go.
This hoodie I'm buying, put me together. I don't care how much it costs. I like your energy.
That's good.
I watched you for a long time. So when you go from grass to marble floor, I start dancing.
And it does feel good. Like, I have supporters that come up that watch the videos and stay tuned in, and people I've known for years that like comment from all around the world.
Right.
That, you know, it feels good to have those motivators, those cheerleaders, I call them. Right. They tell you to keep it moving, and you're doing good stuff. And
yes.
even, you know, and I'm sure it becomes repetitious to you, right?
Yes.
Doing the same thing over and over
and they get more creative. You learn more, and it just be like you know, when you finish a project, you say, I did that.
Yeah.
You be like, Mom, you be like, I really did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it be like that to me all the time. So I'm not a designer or a stylist that think. I just do it.
Okay.
And when I do it, I say, that's what I needed. But sometimes you be like, I need that. It's missing something. And when you put that something, be the smallest thing. It could be just an extra splat.
Right.
Or something on the tip of the shoestring.
Okay.
It could be something. Change the Nike sign another way. And you be like, that's what I needed.
And it pulled it all in.
Or it might need a gloss.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
That's stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To finish the masterpiece.
Yes, masterpieces.
So, is there one piece, like one pair of sneakers you have that you would never sell? Like that mean the most to you?
Yeah. I got a pair of Chucks that I won't give up on.
Okay. Is there like a story behind them? Or are they sentimental to you?
Yeah, I worked in them. I did a lot in them. I got a bucket that I use for my solution.
Okay.
That I would never get rid of. It's blue, and I would never get rid of. I made a lot of money in that bucket.
Okay.
And I would never get rid of that bucket because that's just my bucket.
Means the world.
It means the real to me.
Yeah.
Only I use the bucket, and I just love that bucket.
There you go.
But the shoes I got is actually Tyler the Creator Chucks, the rapper Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I have some Chucks. I got them a long time. I can't fit them no more, but I'm holding them. I'm thinking my feet are shrink just
as you get older,
just
right?
a little more, and I can get back in there.
There you go.
So I'm gonna hold them down.
So what's one piece of life advice you could give out there to anybody watching? You know,
everybody watching, I want you to just stay motivated, stay consistent. Don't be humble. Just do what you got to do out here, because we are in a rotten city, and it is some rotten eggs, but you can be realistic in life. Just stay motivated, stay consistent, stay smart, and always think outside the box and just do what you want, because this is a wild life and we just living.
Amen.
So y'all just do that, you
Amen.
know?
It is definitely a race, and while you're in the race, it's hard to see the finish end, but you got to keep pushing to get there.
You got to keep pushing. You got to keep driving. You got to keep striving. You're going to get there.
Absolutely.
You just have to believe in yourself.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for taking the time to sit down with us.
This Destressed Life, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
And
stay consistent, stay motivated. Keep sharing the world with this good gift.
Absolutely.
And you got to have money.
Absolutely. And that's how they can find you on Instagram, right?
You can find me at Destressed Life at DYSTRESSEDLYFFE. Destressed Life. Y'all stay blessed up.
Hit them up to keep your
Let's
sneaks on the fly.
There you go.
There you go, my man.